Good morning, babies. Hi, cuties. Hi, schmookums. Hi, my little Red Bulls. Hi, my little monsters. Hi, my little kidney stones. Hi, cuties. Hi. I hope this video finds you well. If not, I hope it helps you get well. I don't know. That's on you. This is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Whenever you find it is the right time, because it is timeless. Please use your own discernment and intuition. Never force a message. And stay curious. If you get triggered, that might actually be a good place to become curious and investigate. Okay, babes? Okay. Oh, it's not wanting to shuffle anymore. And then a damn gnat flies in. Okay. Okay. Oddly, I was not called to do a song. So we're just gonna get into it. Usually I do a song, but today I just started shuffling and I was told not to do a song. So let's see where it goes, huh? Yeah. I was doing a pre-shuffle on this deck, and we got the 10 of Swords here with the Ace of Swords after that. So what I'm seeing here, especially with this 10 of Swords, the first thing I heard was that Al Capone song, "You ain't stopping me, you ain't stopping me." Please excuse my cough. I like don't even really feel sick, but I just have this like annoying cough all of a sudden, so sorry about that. So all I heard was, "You ain't stopping me." Cause see how homie is coming back to life, because he's got a little like elixir or like potion in his hand when he should be, you know, it looks like he should have died, right? And homie found some sort of elixir and is like getting up with all those swords in its back. And yesterday I was talking to somebody at work, and we call knee pads promotion pads, and this guy was wearing one, and I was like, "Oh, you got your promotion pad on?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just keep one so I can I only get on one knee just in case I have to get up and uppercut him." Like, so with that 10 of Swords and the Ace of Swords, I don't know why that's relevant, but it's just coming to me. See how the Ace of Swords, the crown is being like knocked off, it's falling off. That's what I'm seeing, is like you still had a trick up your sleeve. You had a purpose to what you were doing. Even with all of those 10 swords being put in your back, you still had a plan. Like you still had some sort of out. Whether it's just you knowing your strength or it popped up for you, you were able, that's just what I'm seeing with this sword, this sword being the way it is and the crown being lost or falling off, is like, you know, you got your promotion pad on, but you're only on one knee so you can get up quick and knock him one, you know? It's like you had the plan the whole time. I'm kind of seeing that as you let them think you were submitting, or, you know, whatever. Like you were just like, whatever, like I am not bothered with what you're thinking about me. I have my own plan. I don't care. Whatever, dude. Like, enough. I'm good. You ain't stopping me. And Yeah, what I'm getting is like, because of your like not caring what others think or what they thought, like you were ignorant, not ignorant, but like unintelligent, whatever, like you were innocent, naive, whatever, you let that be your benefit. And you're like, nah, I have a plan. Like, keep thinking whatever you want to think. I really just genuinely do not care what you have to say right now. Like, I don't care what you think. I know what I'm doing. And with those Ace of Swords and Ace of Ten of Swords being with that yellow background, you had this confidence. And especially with Homeboy being in purple, you were tapped into your intuition the whole time. I'm thinking of this it's this show Metalocalypse, and it's about a metalhead band, you know, like a metal band, and they're a bunch of metalheads, and one of the guys has like a side project. It's 333 on my clock, by the way. One of the guys has a side project, and it's called Planet Piss, and for some reason that's coming to me with this card is like with the yellow waters. I don't know why that's coming to me. Maybe that might be significant to you, but so this plan that people had to like sabotage you or whatever, because in the show the Planet Piss project like went to shit. Like it didn't go well, and it was like cringy, and no one liked the music or anything like that. Like, so it just like didn't go super great. And I'm kind of seeing that like the plans of people that try to come up and sabotage you, like it just didn't hold. It didn't age well, is what I just heard. It didn't age well. I'm getting like the lies and the, you know, sabotage is getting exposed, or like say somebody said like, oh, this person's like really weak and you can like walk all over them, and like they'll submit to you anytime. Like you, most of the time you're like, whatever, I have other bigger fish to fry. Like you just kept on your own game. Like you just let them think whatever. You're like, yeah, okay, you win. Whatever. Meanwhile, you have your own plan. You're like, I'm looking at the bigger picture here. You're on that beta shit. Like because that's my favorite. I heard somebody say being in somebody's business is beta energy, not alpha energy. So that's what these people were doing. They were being in that beta energy whilst you're like focusing on yourself. You're like, whatever you want to think, I don't care. I just, whatever. Yeah, think you win. Okay. What? I just genuinely do not give a shit. So we have the Tower here and the Wheel of Fortune. The Tower is in reverse. Oh shit. So this card, there's some little homie right there. I don't know if you can see it. This little guy right here. He's lighting fire to the tower, but it's in reverse. So that is getting exposed. That got exposed. That somebody lit the tower on fire. Somebody tried to light you on fire. Somebody tried to sabotage you, come up against you, try to get attention in whatever way. They may have been stealing your ideas, stuff like that. That's getting all exposed because this tower's in reverse. It's like, you know, you don't notice that because the big flames at the top when it's upright and the lightning and all of that, you think it's the lightning that caught the tower on fire, but it's little homie over here with his little torch lighting fire to tower instead. And with it being in reverse, he's at the top. He's exposed. So these people are getting now exposed because all of the shenanigans didn't work. Like, you still are coming out on top. Like, you had your little magic elixir, your little potion, your little trick up your sleeve. You're like, yeah, I may be kneeling, but only on one knee, like, just in case I have to pop up on you, like. And with this Wheel of Fortune, it's really being pointed out to me, homie, at the bottom, where he's like lifting the wheel, like holding it up with his, oh my goodness, I cannot remember old boy's name. Atlas? The guy that holds up the world or whatever. That's kind of what I'm getting is like, and a song that's coming to mind is Rise Up by Asking Alexandria. Yeah, I'm getting like, you, all this sabotage and like trying to slow you down like just made you better. Like, there's some like Navy SEAL book that I recall, like there's some story where these guys were like behind or getting in trouble. I don't fully remember. The story was like relayed to me from the book, so I didn't read it myself. But the dudes had to stay extra and train extra after every training practice because they were like the slowest or something of the sort. But because they did that so much, they became the strongest. And they were like, it was so easy because they were doing double time of the training. And it got to a point where they were like having to carry the weight of the other guys when they were like the weakest links before. So that's what I'm getting is like these people sabotaging you and like thinking they're slowing you down, and like, yeah, maybe they did, but they're like making you stronger. Like, they're giving you more muscle mass and endurance, like because they had to train harder and work even harder. Like, you had to do that to overcome all of the shenanigans. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers are probably being lazier and passing over the work, or, you know, if it was work, or, you know, they're taking money from you, people in your family, whatever, partners, they're being lazy because they're using you to get work done. And maybe stealing your work and all of that. And, you know, whatever, like taking, being like, oh yeah, I did that. Like, it's, a weird example would be like, if you live with your partner and like you have company coming over and the partner like didn't, like, maybe clean, like wiped out one sink and the rest of the house you cleaned, and the partner would, you know, say, oh, we cleaned for you, like, do you like it? Like, just like taking, like, yeah, I worked up my ass off to like clean the house or whatever, and you're like, you did. Oh, okay. So like just weird little things like that where people are taking like your work, your clout, whatever, like your attention that you should have been getting, they were taking it from you. Or like sabotaging your work or something of the sort, like trying to just make shit harder for you, stressed out, like keep you that way. But that, all of that made you stronger. You're like, now I can hold the weight of the world, man. Like, this ain't shit to me. Like, I really do this shit. We'll get into the song Rise Up by Asking Alexandria. Rise up, take back control. I find resolve in the darkest part of my mind. I can stand to be inside. I find the light to be a little much at times, but I will rise. I will rise up with the weight of the world. I thought my voice was gonna crack, it almost did. But that's you, like, you, this is you, little homie at the bottom, like carrying the whole weight of the world on your shoulders because you were forced to. And you're like, I'm not gonna quit. Like, whatever the fuck you're doing, I really don't care because I need to be on this. Like, this is important to me. I gotta do this. Meanwhile, see how like homie's like holding up this shit, and you see how like the two, what is it, the lion and the bull are like facing off with each other? That's like your ops, like being like, no, I'm taking their money, I'm taking their clout, you know, whatever. I'm stealing their work. No, me. Like it's them like coming up against each other or like working with each other. Meanwhile, like you're fucking repping the world on your shoulders. You're just like you're like, yo, this is lightweight, dog. Like I literally just got the image of like you carrying the weight on your shoulders and like squatting that shit and like, you know, when you see like the videos of people like working out in like non-gym clothes and they're like just crazy strong. They're like, you know, some guy in jeans and like, or like a suit or something, and they're just like crazy strong. Like, that's you, like just not even looking the part, but you're just like putting everyone to shame. Like that's what I'm seeing. I will rise up with the weight of the world. I will rise up from the darkness purged. Yes, I will rise up from the darkness purged. I fucked that up, so ignore my voice. I got excited. I wanted to end it quicker than it needed to be. So what I'm getting is like, so you were put in this like, you know, stressed out state. Things were just like extra hard for you. You're all, not only are you like doing like physical work to like make up for like all the sabotage and the bullshit, you're doing like internal work. You're cutting people out of your life. You're you know, fighting your own demons, your own fear, your own like devil on the shoulder telling you like, stop, like you don't have to, blah blah blah, whatever. Whilst dealing with all the bullshit that people are putting on you, and then them stealing, you know, your thunder. Rise up, take back control. I face the truth with the bitterness that won't subside, and I face it alone. I will be the pariah in your war against yourself, but I will rise. This is product of hatred and anger, a life spent on the outside, but I will rise. I will rise with the weight of the world. I will rise up from the darkness purged. And I find resolve in the darkest parts of my mind. I can stand to be inside. Like, you're doing shit motherfuckers can't do. You're being in this darkness, in this, like, you're, like, holding so much on you. And what I'm getting is, like, you may not have been giving yourself, like, the clout, the recognition you deserve in that. Like, you may have felt like messy, or like you were messing up or whatever, not doing the best, like, but you have to recognize all the shit you were doing. You were coming up against 100% like a shit ton of sabotage from all different angles. Haters hating, people trying to put stress and burdens on you because they wanted to slow you down, or, you know, they couldn't deal with their own stuff. So like how it says, I find resolve in the darkest part of my mind. I can stand to be inside. They couldn't stand to be inside that darkness, so they were putting it on you. So not only were you going through your own dark night of the soul, and, you know, processing your own stuff, you were essentially processing other people's emotions, projections, behaviors, trauma, and all of that, because they're dumping it on you. Meanwhile, you're going through your own bullshit while you have the weight of, see how homie, like, not only is dude, like, I'm just seeing this as the world, like this Wheel of Fortune, you know, you had the weight of the world on your shoulders, but somebody else was like sitting on top of it. It's like, you know, when somebody comes to like sit on you while you're trying to do push-ups, like it wasn't just the weight of the world. It was like people choosing to sit on, like, add to it, like put their foot on your back while you're trying to get up with that 10 of swords, you know? And maybe you did stay down for a little bit, but like you rose from the ashes, you rose from this like dark night and all of this sabotage and stuff, and you're like now like repping that shit. Like you were like, you're like, this is lightweight, I could go all day. Like, what, you getting tired, pussy? Like this ain't shit to me, man. I really do this shit. I have to be careful with these cards because they like, the nice edging comes off of it really easy. I've only used these 3 times because I stopped. I don't know. What I'm getting from that is like, I don't know why I thought to share that with you, but like what I'm getting from that is like people thought you were like delicate and gentle because like maybe they did see like the exhaustion and fatigue and like stress and worry. You know, if it was a partner, they saw that you like cried or like stayed up late worrying, or you know, you were in your feelings from whatever they did, so they thought they like had you. But like it was all necessary. Like that was part of your it's almost like you being in that state, like you were crying, you were upset, you were worried, you were staying up late, whatever. That like was helping you release past traumas and stuff. Not only what was happening right then, but it was helping you work through like past childhood stuff, past life stuff. It was helping you release some crazy stuff. You were, you know, doing the internal work on yourself and undoing like familial curses, past life curses, you know, patterning, whatever. You were releasing all of that, but on top of that, you know, purging. Oh my God, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Okay, I guess it wasn't important. I don't know. You were purging like the moment and then like feeling the pain of that moment. Also, it's like you were getting stronger emotionally because you were like dealing with it right then, and it was forcing you to, it was all of this pressure and you know, all of this stuff was coming at you to heal, to come to a point where you could release this stuff. I have no idea what I was gonna say. I guess it wasn't important. Yeah, they thought you were soft or gentle or, you know, which you are, but like you have that part of yourself. It's like, but they didn't see the resiliency and like what was happening beneath the surface of, you know, you just like carrying the weight of the world. And you're like, you know, you eventually build up the endurance because if you're doing it all the time, and that like made you even stronger. I will rise up with the weight of the world. The 2 of Cups in reverse. And the 7 of Pentacles. I don't know why I thought it was, you know, 7 of Pentacles in reverse and the 2 of Cups in reverse. And I literally heard love ain't. So like you were shown what love ain't. Like, is that, I think that's a song. I don't know if that's what the, yeah. Eli Young? Yeah. Love Ain't by Eli Young Band. Hotels are made for 2-night stays, checking in and checking out. Checking in and out, meeting strangers in the lobby, waking up and leaving town the next day, but love ain't. And whiskey's poured from when you're bored. and alone on Friday night, when you want to lose yourself and need a place to hide from all the pain, but love ain't. Love ain't you on a sidewalk in your new dress all alone. Love ain't you calling me because you ain't picking up his phone, because he ain't picking up his phone. The way you're talking sounds like he's somebody you should hate. I may not know what love is, girl, but I know that what love ain't. Come over, let me show you what he can't, because he can only show you what love ain't. Sad movies are for crying on the couch, there in the dark. That sad song, it was written just to try and get your heart to break, but love ain't. So you learned, I did not, that was like a very deep song. I haven't heard it in a long time. You learned what love ain't. You learned, like, you're like, this ain't it. You know, whoever this was, this is not it. And I'm not waiting around with that Seven of Pentacles to see if this is going to flourish even anymore. And what I'm getting here, and I just feel called to say this, is like, y'all might be on different parts of this timeline. So this might be like future energy or past energy or present energy. I always kind of feel that, but you know, for these messages, but I felt called to say it because it might be very significant for you to, like, this is helping you highlight some things. You're learning, you know, what you deserve, and you're like, I'm not waiting around for this. I'm not gonna let these freaks dictate my life, anything of the sort. This ain't it. Love ain't. I wonder what he's doing. Love ain't. Feeling like a fool and you can't keep letting him do it to you. Yeah, like you realize you're like, I'm not gonna let these freak, like I said, you may have let these people get you in your feelings and get to you at some point, but that was like part of you needing to like release and purge this old stuff, like bottled up emotions, stagnant emotions in your body, past life stuff, childhood stuff, all of that, like familial curses or like programming, that type of stuff. This all had to happen, and you had to get in your feelings. You had to be overburdened, overwhelmed, all of that stuff, just to get release all of that stuff. And we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. And see how like at the top, that's like, I think that's one of the alchemy symbols. It's like, what is it, brimstone or something? I looked it up once, and just because I was like, oh, what's that? Like, you learn to, because see how, like, it's not, because usually the magician doesn't have, like, it's like physical things they're holding. This one is like energy in their hands. So you were able to pull, like, make something out of nothing. You were able to manifest something out of nothing. You know, all this sabotage and all of that, like where it should have been like you were losing things, you were able to create and find this energy. Interesting. And find this energy to like pull yourself out. And this kind of is bringing us back to like a nice like circle, tie it up with a nice little bow kind of thing, because look, this girl, this magician chick, she has that little red bottle of potion or whatever the fuck it is. When homie has that in his hand as well, right there. So what I'm getting, it's like almost like your higher self or yourself now or from the future has been helping you through. Like you've been tapping into your higher self, tapping into like these alternate timelines to where you can, you're getting guided from your spirit team, but also like your higher self and you, like your more evolved you has been helping you through this. Because I'm seeing this as like you getting stronger in your magic qualities, like energy work, finding your power, knowing how to like harness your energy and like not give it away. That helped you in a weird way. It's like you're a little time traveler. That helped you get out of this and not be sabotaged. I'm hoping this makes sense, but it's just coming that way. It's like your higher self, your more evolved self has been helping you through this. You've been tapping into that. You've been able to tap into these higher timelines, communicate with your future self, that type of shit. Like it's deeper than what you think it is. Like, especially just because of how that dude's like carrying the that little potion bottle. Like, you were giving yourself power, knowledge, or even just energetic healing through all of this. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, and we have the Nine of Wands underneath that. Like, yeah, you were creating this energy and, you know, sending messages or whatever you needed to do to your past self, or, you know, wherever you are, getting stabbed in the back and, like, you know, almost deceased or ended or sabotaged or whatever, slowed down in some sort of way. Like, your evolved self, your higher self, has been like sending messages and stuff like that with that Nine of Wands to get you through this, like get you through the fire and rise up. Like, it's like you've been getting messages and communicating with your higher self to get through this and like gas you up, essentially. Like, the fire is necessary. All of this is necessary, whether you were aware of it or not at the time. Like, while you were in these really dark moments, you were being guided through the darkness, through the pain, through the fire, all of that. It was all necessary. All right, I'm gonna end it there, babies. I hope you have a wonderful day. I thank you so much for being here. Bye.